This is the unboxing and full review of AGM H6, and this might be the thinnest rugged phone out there. Hi everyone, this is JD, your gadget review friend. Welcome, and welcome back to GadgetRevNow. Rugged phones are really good niche phones because of the build quality and construction, but it also takes away the fun of using it because in most cases, they are really heavy and bulky. But what if you will find a rugged phone that is super light and super thin, but still gives you that military protection and water resistance that you need on your active lifestyle? Today, AGM sent us this phone for review, but as always, this will be an independent review of GadgetRevNow. We will do a detailed unboxing and first impression, and we will give you a full experience of using this phone. Let's go to work. First, I will do the unboxing of this phone, but if you like to jump to the other parts of the video, I will leave the timestamp on the description below. Let's do the unboxing, and this is the newest rugged smartphone from AGM Mobile, the H6. Quickly looking at the specification, it has Android 13, it has IP68 and IP69 military grade protection, it has dual set of cameras, and it has 3.5mm headphone jack. Also, this phone has 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. Later we will check everything, but for now, let's check what else is inside the box. By the way, while unboxing this product, I think they're using recyclable materials. Opening the box, on top, you'll have all the paperwork from the stickers or decals. You also have the warranty information, and you also have the quick starter guide. In the middle, you have the rugged phone. This might be the thinnest rugged phone today. Later, we will open this, but for now, let's check what else is inside the box. This phone also comes with the regular 10W charger. A lot of manufacturers now don't include a charging block, so I appreciate that AGM was able to provide a charging block, even though a slower one. We also have the USB-C cable. It is Type A on one end and Type C on the other end. The first thing I noticed is the back cover. It has a carbon fiber-like texture. This is plastic. I'm pretty sure this is plastic, but with its texture, I don't think this will scratch easily. This is a really thin, rugged phone. This is my first impression. On one side, you'll have a typical power button and volume rocker. At the bottom, we have the speaker, microphone, and charging port. It is covered by a rubber cap, and this is really hard to open. Maybe a few more times, this will lose a little bit. On the other side, you have a yellow side key, which you can use to open apps or other smartphone operation using one click, double click, and long press. And checking the SIM card slot, you have a dual SIM card and also a slot for a micro SD. So this provides you unlimited storage. You just need to replace the micro SD card when full. Also, you can pry this open with your fingernails, and you don't need a pin to pull out the SIM card slot. On top, you'll have the headphone jack port, and it is also covered by a rubber cap. I think that's it for the unboxing. Now let's power up this phone. Alright, while setting up this phone, let's talk a little bit about the build quality. So you have a lanyard hold on top of the phone itself. You can add a keychain or a neck strap. The back cover is plastic while the sides is a combination of rubber and metal. Although this rugged phone is thin, I feel the material used were durable. I also noticed in front there's like a raised bump on the four corners, so you can actually put this phone face down and it will not scratch the screen. I think this is a really good detailed design of AGM. The big camera module at the back is almost flushed, so if you put this on the table face up, it wouldn't wobble that much. Now let's set up and register our fingerprint. The sensor is located on the right side of the phone, and because the power button and sensor is so thin, make sure to move around your finger so it would map your biometrics well. This phone can also set up face recognition, so we will go ahead and do that. Okay, so this is the main screen of the phone, and as you can see, AGM is using a teardrop notch on its screen technology. And going to the settings to check the version of the OS, it's running on Android 13. Checking the camera, it's a basic camera app where you have the photos, we have the portrait, we also have the pro mode so you can adjust the settings manually. Let's take a quick picture of the sticker. And the color is natural, white balance is neutral, and the photo is a little bit soft but sharp enough. By the way, expectations, we will fully test the camera and provide you with sample photos on the review part of this video. Let's also test the 50 megapixel photo, and looking at the settings, it actually takes up to 11 MB with a resolution of 6000 by 8000. Night mode is also available on this phone, and we have the secondary sensor, which is the macro mode. The quality is just alright, but if you need the macro mode, then you have this on AGM H6. I think that's it for the camera. Let's run a benchmark test to see how fast the performance is. Alright, so the benchmark test is over using Geekbench 6. Now let's check the result. We have 375 in single core and 1307 in multi-cores. Again, not the fastest phone out there. This phone is being marketed as a rugged phone, so the focus is more on durability. Checking the internals, this phone is using Unisoc processor with 1.61 GHz of speed. It also has 8 GB of RAM for multitasking. So I think that's it for the unboxing and first impression. We will use this for a few days and let you know my full experience of using this phone. Fast forward after the detailed unboxing and first impression. After a few days, this is my full experience of using this phone. Talking about experience, first let's talk about the durability of this phone. I've been using this phone as my daily driver going to work and church. This phone doesn't have a case on it, so I just use the bare protection of this phone. Out of the box, the screen has a pre-installed screen protector, so if you're spending money to buy a screen protector, there's already one that's pre-applied on this phone. There's no mention of screen protection on this phone like Gorilla Glass, so if I were you, I'll just leave the screen protector on the screen. The lanyard is pretty helpful for me as I put a neck strap on it. There are times that I'm using this phone hanging around my neck. And there were a few days that I put this phone on my pocket, and with that carbon fiber type texture at the back, until now there's no scratches on any sides of the phone. All the buttons are pretty tight. I just have a small issue about the power button. I feel it's a little bit loose that makes a clicking sound when I'm pressing it. And the side function keys map on my camera app, so in case I need to take a quick shot, then I'll just press this yellow key on the side. This is one of the greatest features of this phone for its price. I'm still getting used to the rubber flap on the charger and audio. Coming from a phone with water resistance protection without a rubber seal, this experience is still a little bit new to me and something that I should be getting used to. My experience with the camera is just okay. I feel with its price point, I'm pretty sure I'm not getting a flagship experience with its sensor. The image quality on both selfie and rear, I should say, is on the budget phone category. AGM tried to give you as much feature on the camera like the 50 megapixel readout, night shot, macro, and pro mode, but the output will not stand out like a mid-range or a flagship phone. This is the video test of AGM H6 using the selfie camera. This sensor can shoot HD video 720p at 30 fps. Now let's switch to the rear camera. And this is the rear camera, 1080p 30 fps. For me, the video quality is not as good as the other phones on this price bracket. If you just need something to record, you can use this, but I won't be using this for vlogging. I went out and compared this phone to one of the best flagship camera phone, which is Google Pixel 8, and this is the side-by-side comparison of these two phones. And lastly, my experience and performance. If you are not a heavy user and you will mostly use this for active lifestyle, say you're working on a construction site, or you just need a phone that can go on adventure with you like swimming or trekking, this is the perfect phone for you. This phone will do basic stuff like communication, surfing on the internet, updating your social media, and running some light games. Heavy games and editing apps will be a stretch for this phone, and honestly will make this phone unusable for the most part. With the Unisoc processor, this was not designed to do those kinds of work. The screen is brightened up on a sunny day. This is something I like about the screen performance of this phone, but it will not give you a full screen experience because of the thick bezels and outdated teardrop notch. In terms of operating system, this is pretty much a bare-bones structure of an Android phone, and you can put a lot of videos, music, and even images because of the big storage, and you can extend this using a micro SD card slot. This phone doesn't give you 5G connectivity, but it works well on LTE network. Using Wi-Fi, this can actually connect to a Wi-Fi 5 network. There's also a notification LED light on the upper left corner of the phone, so if you receive notification or charge the phone, there's an LED light indicator for you to see. All in all, with its durability, camera, and performance, this is a really good budget phone that you can use without thinking of breaking a really premium device. This will do most of the computational work you need on a smartphone, not including heavy games, but the battery life of this phone is really good for what it's worth. And how this phone was designed, this could be the thinnest, rugged phone out there. And there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to purchase this product, I will leave the link in the description below. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.